happy people. Welcome to Kimbaskrafts. My name is Kim, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I've changed my intro. I usually say hello, beautiful people, but I actually found a creator, a diamond painting creator, I believe it's Lenka, who says that in her openings, and she's been around a lot longer than I have, and I love her videos. Guys, I'm gonna put a link in the description so you can check her out, although you probably already know who she is. I found her because I searched Diamond Painting Deutschland, and she did 2 of them. Yes, she did 2 of those bad boys. She did Starship, and what was the other one? I literally watched so many of these videos, I can't remember, but gorgeous. Yeah, so I noticed she said that. Hello, beautiful people. And so I'm not trying to steal someone's intro. Like, that's her thing, you know? That's like her trademark. So, you know, me being the noob here, I got to figure something else out. So, I don't know. Shiny, happy people. I mean, listen, this whole thing is to be like spreading some happiness, right? And yeah, we're all shiny. Shine bright like a diamond. So I steal shiny, happy people from REM. Shine bright like a diamond from Rihanna. Apparently I have none of my own damn ideas. But yeah, so I'm going to go with that. Shiny, happy people. Woohoo! Yes, that's what we are. So welcome to another whip and chat. If you're new to diamond painting, whip and chat basically means that you break out a whip or work in progress. This is one of my whips. I have 2 at the moment. And you work along with me while I just sit here and talk to myself, but I'm actually talking to you. But I'm talking to you by myself to my camera. And yeah, I enjoy these videos. You know, you don't have to watch me whipping away here, or you can watch me whip away. Maybe you want to see how I do this diamond painting thing. I don't know, but a lot of times I'm working on mine while I have YouTube going off on my TV, and I, you know, like to catch up on everybody's going ons, so to speak. So first thing I want to do is I want to talk about the trays. So I did a small shop haul. This is Craftable Creations by Ellie, CCE, Craftable Creations by Ellie. And I got 3 of them, and I opened them up on my channel. And so what I was looking for was, I was looking for a tray with a lid so that I could shake the drills to the bottom and then, you know, let them out. What I was doing before was I had this big white tray just from Amazon, and I was taking one of the straighteners and I was scraping them, but scraping them down to the bottom and then dumping them into here and then dumping them into their thing. So I thought, you know, this was not very productive with squares because the squares all line up against each other and then they pop up, and they were like popping out of the tray. So then I was starting to put this over it and just shake them down to the bottom, but there's a little hole here, and so I had to hold my finger there. And so I was like, you know what? I think it's time to upgrade the tray. So that's what I did. And I got 3 of these. And they were at $8 a piece. I spent less than $30 on the 3 trays and the shipping. And I literally got them in 5 days. Like, they shipped out the day after I ordered them, and I got them in 4 days. So very good deal. Now, you know, I'm very aware that these are resin trays. I didn't even know what 3D resin printing was. My son had to show me on YouTube. But anyway, they're homemade, you know, so they're their own little personalities. There's going to be something different about all of them. And so let's talk about that. So when I first opened it, you could see like the lids didn't slide on and off that great. Like it was like a little struggle, but it has loosened up dramatically, and they do very easily. So that has been perfect. No problem. This one, the spout, it just falls out. So like if I'm using this one and I shake the drills to the bottom, I have to hold the heart in. Okay. So that's that one. No. Okay. This one, now the first thing I noticed about these trays when I started using them is the bottoms are not they're not smooth. There's like, I don't know, there's a texture on it. Can you see that texture? So at first I felt like it was hard to slide the drills on it, but I got used to that pretty quickly. Like not very many times I'm lining up the drills for the multi-placer that I got used to that. And that is not an issue at all. Oh, there's nothing on that. I already took this off. Except for on this tray, there's a rough patch in here. I don't know if you can hear, that's a little rougher. And it is hard to slide the drills on the rough patch. So this is the one I use the least. Okay. I use this one the least. I use this one the most. And the only time I don't use this tray is when I use, when I have like a super light pink color that it's just harder to see them on, then I will bust out the white tray. I'm not saying that I won't use this at all, but it started to get annoying on that extra rough patch, where it was like I couldn't slide the drills together. They were just not sliding or like popping up. And yeah, so I don't use this tray as much. Okay. So I am using this. Now, someone had commented on my video that she also purchased these trays, and she was having a hard time getting the heart out. So obviously I don't have that problem with the white one. And this one, it comes out fairly easy. It did not at first. Okay. It took quite a many times to take it out. So it was a problem in the beginning, and I wasn't using it. And that's what I had written back to her, was that I wasn't using it. I was sliding the lid on. Let me get this hair out of here. And then I was dumping them into the tray without the heart on. But what was getting annoying is when I dumped the drills in and I was trying to get them lined up, I would have to and it just shakes different. So I did start using it again, and the more I used it, the easier this got to pull on and off. So I do use it. So do I recommend these trays? I do. Like I said, these are homemade, and like every homemade tray, this was not happening when I first got it. You know what I mean? So it's not like the seller knew that was going to happen. It just, after so many times, it just became very loose. So I feel like, these are not like mass produced. These are all going to have their own little personalities, and it's going to, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. You guys can comment, it's going to be like that with every, individually made homemade items. You're going to have your own personalities, but overall they function well, and they are definitely an upgrade from this. Now, I am looking for something else though, and this is what I've realized. I don't just want a hole in the corner. I want a spout, because now I'm trying to eliminate the next step. So now I'm like putting this on, shaking the drills to the bottom, shaking it into here, and then pouring it. Whereas if it had a spout, all I would have to do is slide the lid on, take the stopper out, and pour it into my container. But when I try to pour it into the container like this, sometimes they get everywhere, you know. So I'm trying to eliminate that step. So I am looking again. We'll see what I end up getting. I don't know. So I am gonna purchase another tray and see that. But for now, I'm loving these. I have not gone back to the Amazon tray. I am utilizing the pink and the white one for the most part. I will use the slate one or the gray one. You know, sometimes sometimes I just like the colors, the mix of colors, like pink and the gray. I love pink and gray. I think that's so cute. But another thing I really like about this tray, I do love the size. I do like this size. You know, I think it's a perfect size. Not that I'm opposed to having a bigger tray, but it's just, you know, I'm not as worried about knocking it over and things like that. It's just not taking up as much room. And then also, I like how deep it is. So it is deeper than this tray. You know, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Am I doing this right? But it's deeper. So I like the, you know, because when I shake it, there's less chance of things flying out of it. So I know this is a weird angle, but I really don't know how else to do this. If I had an octopus, you know, stand, you know, the octopus stand to put on the actual table, I could like put it on, but I don't. So it's a weird angle, but I feel like you can still see everything, and I can kind of look over and see if I'm in frame or not, because I know so many times I have not been in frame. So anyway, that is the review of these trays. Craftable Creations by Ellie on Etsy. Yeah, you know, for the money, I feel like I got my money's worth, and I'm happy with them. And they're beautiful. Aren't they beautiful? I love the pink color. It's beautiful. So I still just have my Amazon pen. I did order a pen from Etsy. And, you know, obviously when I get that, I'll do an unbagging. And it's specifically for an upcoming canvas. When I'm done the Scorpio, my next canvas, my next big project, because I consider this a big project. And then I have, you know, I have my Lady Butterfly on the side with my event. I'm going to use my new pen with that one, specifically for that. It's kind of matchy-matchy. And just to show you, I have my unicorn cup, one of them, the Be Magical. Ooh, this is hot. It was on my coffee warmer. Ooh. Yes, there's nothing like coffee. So I am drinking it black. I usually drink my coffee black. I very rarely put anything in it. But I'm going to share with you something so special. I'm going to leave that off the coffee warmer for a hot second. Excuse my reach. But hello. I love all things coconut. Toasted coconut. It's Good and Gather, which is Target brand. Yes, if you have a Target or a Target in the area, go grab yourself some toasted coconut. It's delicious. And it does not, in my opinion, does not taste chemically. I have had flavored coffees that taste like chemicals. I feel like this does not taste like chemicals. I am obsessed with this. I just bought one box. Usually I buy 3, but inflation, guys, it's killing me. Okay, so wanted to share that. And oh, that was obnoxious, wasn't it? Okay, we got a smile bag. The smile bag. Happy shiny people we are. Okay, and I did open it to see what was in here. So, and this is what I got. I got a bag of these clips. I don't know if you guys remember, I'm using this clip to open my Elizabeth Ward containers. And I was also using, I went to my daughter and I was like, hey, can I have a couple more of these clips? And she's like, no. And actually, I need that one back. And I'm like, no, it's mine. So I had to order more. I'm going to, you know, take half and give half to her because she curls her hair. I told her she has to teach me how to do that. Anyway, and why I wanted a couple more is because when I do have the plastic cover on this, I fold it over and I wanted to clip it on the sides to keep it in place. It's kind of a long story, and I'll show you on one when I still have the cover on. I've actually gotten enough done of my Scorpio where I took the plastic cover off and now it's covered in just the release paper. So I have, if I wasn't done this square, I have essentially a third of this to do, is how I'm measuring it. So I'm telling you, I am slow. Okay, so I got these, and I got these. I have never used these. I didn't even know what they looked like, so I did open the box to see what they look like. Now, if you're totally new to diamond painting, and I was completely new to diamond painting just a couple months ago, I've only been doing this since like the first or second week of January. So I am by far any kind of expert. I still consider myself a noob in this whole diamond painting thing. Okay. So I have seen people talk about that they use these, and I'm so sick of changing the wax. I'm tired of changing the wax. The wax loses its oomph, and I'm tired of pulling it out. So I wanted to give this a try. Okay, so we're going to look at it together. If you have never used this, then we're going to really look at this together. So this is what they look like. Can you see them? So it's like, you know, that candy that you pull the candies off the paper, and and you're eating more paper than you are candy. Yeah, that's what they look like in a roll. Is that coming through? No, there we go. You see them? There's not much to them. So apparently we fill the multi-placer and the tip with that. So let me pick it out. I pick it out with my, let's see if we like this. Okay, let's see. That's clean. That's clean. So I've read people say that this is awesome. So I don't know. First I'm going to try. Okay, I'll take 2 of them and try to fill the pen part. Is that what I should do? Okay, so that's 2 of them in there. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm like trying to push it in. We'll see how 2 does. Okay. And then we'll take 1. 2. This is a 6th placer. Three. If anybody knows a better way of doing this, feel free to teach a noob something. 4. 5. 6. I think a couple more. 7. 8. Looks like we need some down here. All right, let's see how that does. All right, let's see. Let's give it a shot. So, how's everybody doing today? It's a little dark in here, isn't it? Ooh, sorry. I gotta watch my chair. Okay. Is that better? I think so. I just put the spotlight on above me. How's everybody doing today? So the funniest thing happened to me. My son calls me every day after work to tell me how his day went. And I told you he just became manager, so he's finished his manager training. And it's basically his 3rd day as, you know, acting manager after his training, and he's loving it, and he's doing, I'm so proud of him. So we're talking on the phone, and I'm driving and he's driving, and I look up, I stop at a light, and I look up, and across the street on the other side, parked at the light in front of me, is my son. We're talking on the phone. I'm talking through my Bluetooth in the car. He's talking to me through his Bluetooth in the car. And I'm like, oh my God, it's me. Look at me. I'm like waving, me. It's me. I'm next to the white truck. Look. And he's like, huh? Are you talking to me? And I'm sorry, Poochie. I'm just talking to myself again. She's so confused. It's like, stop doing that, Mom. It's okay, Mommy. Soju, it's okay. So, he's like, oh, do you want to go to lunch? It really wasn't lunch because it was like 4 o'clock. But he hadn't eaten lunch yet. And I was like, yeah. So we went to the diner and we had food together. It was just so cute. What are the chances of running into each other like that? But that was one thing, and that happened to me today. So I'm pushing this in with my tweezers. I don't know if you can see, because it was sticking out too far to really pick up anything. So let's see if that's better. Okay. Okay, so I feel like 2 dots is too much in this one. Whoops, I just ripped it out. Let me try. I just kind of cut it in half. All right, let's see if that's better. Okay, I think that's okay. It's kind of hard. Pull this down so I'm not leaning over so much. Okay. All right. So, what I want to talk about today. I feel like my whipping chats are maybe a little too, I don't know, deep. Why am I always talking about deep things? But listen, we're not in the shallow end today. We're going deep again. We are going deep again. What are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about toxic people. What do you do about them? Get rid of them. Get rid of them. I have had enough toxic relationships. And when I say relationships, I don't just mean like romantic relationships. I mean, you know, friendships, of course. This is very sticky, which could be a very good thing, but right now is not a very good thing. So, you know, I'm on my learning curve right now, so. Yeah, at this point in my life, I'm all about, like, if it's toxic, it's not for me. Obviously, if it's a family member, you know, the only thing you can do is kind of like limit your exposure to that person, and you can try to set boundaries and stuff. But I am very comfortable with letting go toxic relationships. And I feel like if I'm toxic to someone, if they feel like I'm toxic to them, then get rid of me. You do it. Just like if I'm not contributing to your life in a positive way, and I'm holding you back, or I'm making you feel bad, or like, yeah, don't worry about my feelings. Like what's wrong with me that I'm you know, not being that person for you? Like, get rid of me. You know, walk away. Like, I'll have to learn a lesson, obviously. I try not to be that person in anybody's life. Like, I would feel really bad about myself if I thought I was that person. You know, and then losing someone over that would teach me a lesson to change. But, yeah, I you know, and sometimes good friendships and stuff turn toxic, you know. I had a friend, I was friends with someone from when I was 18 and on, and yeah, it started turning toxic. Like, we just grew apart, and I couldn't give her what she needed. And, you know, I felt like I was being a good friend and trying to show her and her family that I cared about them, like doing things that I personally would have been very appreciative for, but it wasn't what she needed or was looking for. And, you know, it got to a point where, like, you know, I was being made to feel like I was a bad friend or something. And I'm like, you know, and when that happens, like, then you want to, I mean, do you want to talk to someone who makes you feel like you're a bad friend? No. So then you, like, pull away a little more, and then, so, you know, things get worse and worse. And that's kind of like, I guess, what happened. And, you know, it was, in my mind, so toxic. Like, I was, like, stressed out about it all the time. Like, I just, that when we finally did, like, part ways, you know, it's toxic when you're not sad, but you're relieved, and you're like, you're, you know, obviously sad that you are no longer friends, but you realize, you know, for your own mental health, that this is the best thing. And, you know, you know, and you know that it was just time to move on. Like, we weren't serving each other any purpose, right? And yeah, I am very happy with the decision. This was years ago, right? So we have a mutual friend. Pretty much everyone that we were mutually friends with, I am not friends with anymore. She's very much the kind of person that, like, you know, loyalty to me and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not like that. Like, I would never want someone to stop being friends with someone because of me. You know what I mean? And that was fine too. Like, I was, like, it was that toxic that it was okay. Like, whoever was not going to be my friend anymore, that's okay. You know, support her. I'm 100% fine with that. I'm not here to fight with people or fight for friends, or, you know, I just want people to be happy. Like, just do whatever makes you happy, you know? And, but the one friend, she even said to me, she's like, you know, Kim, I can't figure out what the hell you did. Like, you've never done anything. And so she's always remained very nice to me, and, you know, we've talked on and off. Okay, it just came out of the pen. And you know, we've kept in contact and stuff like that. And so recently I was trying to set up a double date to go out to dinner with her and her husband and Bob and I. And she had said, oh, and maybe so-and-so can come. And I was like, I'm okay. Like, so the thing is I really feel like, I was like, you know, she's such a nice person, the mutual friend that I'm still friends with. She's honestly a beautiful person inside and out, like, just a beautiful person. And she's the type of person that wants to, like, you know, fix things. She's a peacemaker. And I said to her, I was like, I know that this is who you are, but there really is, it's okay. I'm good. Like, there's nothing to fix. Like, I'm completely and totally 100% at peace with where things are at. You know, I tried my hardest to show my support and love, and, you know, I get it. It wasn't enough or whatever, but, you know, I've let go of that part of that. You know, I'm at peace with it. I'm totally at peace with it. And, you know, it's just not a door that I want to open up again. I don't want, you know, and it's just not something, I don't ever want to feel like, I don't want to feel like that about myself again. You know, I don't want to, like, open up the door to someone who makes me feel like that about myself. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me to do that. And the thing is I feel like if I made you so unhappy and, like, you thought I was such a bad person or a bad friend then you're going to think about that. You're going to think that about me now, because I haven't changed. Like, I still love people the way I loved people. I still care about people the way I care about people. I still want the best for everyone the way I want it. Like, I'm still the same person. So, like, if I couldn't make you happy before, I'm not going to make you happy now. there's no point in like trying to do that. And yeah, so I really feel like, you know, toxic relationships, they're not just good, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say is, don't hold on to something just because it's been in your life for like a long time. Like, you know, I've known that woman since I was 18. You know, we had a lot of memories and stuff, but it ran its course, you know, and it was no longer serving us. And it really was time to say goodbye. You know, and I still care about her and her family. I still want all the great things for them, but I just know that for me personally, like, it's not good. Does that make sense? So I was at a seminar once, and they had a speaker come on, and he was like, listen, toxic relationships are like a bucket of crabs. He said, you ever look at a bucket of crabs, and it's like there's a bunch of them in there that have just accepted their fate. They're sitting on the bottom, they're not moving, they just accepted their fate. And then there's a handful of them on the top that are scrappers, and they're trying everything they can. They're clawing and scratching and climbing, and they're doing everything. They're nonstop moving, trying to get out of that bucket and back into the ocean. And what happens when one of them starts to make it up the bucket? One of those crabs that was just accepting its fate sees that it's possible to get out of the bucket and reaches up and tries to grab onto the crab getting out. But he doesn't get out himself. He just pulls the other crab down with him. So that was, I thought, so powerful. Like, that's how I look at toxic relationships. Like, it's not going to serve either person. You know, it's just going to keep everybody down. And and that is Deep Thoughts by Kimba. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, you know, I feel like don't keep people in your life that make you feel bad about yourself. You know, you know, we're supposed to like be uplifting, and I mean, and I'm not talking about people that keep it real or keep you in check or like call you out on your bullshit. Like, we all have bullshit. Like, I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people that, like, you can't ever do right by, and like attack your character almost, you know? It's like, that's when you need to walk away. I'll tell you what, these micro dots, they do make that very satisfying popping sound. But they are definitely harder to work with for me right now, because I'm not used to it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I know it's a lot easier. Everything is easier said than done, right? Like, oh, if it's a toxic relationship, get the hell out and get rid of it. And like, yeah, it's so easy to say. Like, it took me a long time to like just finally say, you know what, this isn't, like, I'm done, you know. And I look back and I'm like, why? I look back now and I'm like, why did it take you so long? But, you know, when you're in the moment and you know, there's feelings and everything, like, of course, you know, you got to take all that into consideration. I'm really not liking how crooked everything's looking. And honestly, like, I feel like there's like a residue on, like, it's not as shiny or something. Is that me? I don't know. I feel like they're not as shiny. Let me see. Maybe it's just this particular color. But wow, that's not. I'm going to put wax in the, I'm going to keep put wax in the single placer so I can move these around. I want to straighten them out. But anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you have someone who's like making you feel bad about yourself, then you should like rethink that relationship and, you know, try to set boundaries, try to put it on a different trajectory. And if you can't, then start thinking about letting that person go. That's my personal opinion. I don't plan on ever staying in a toxic relationship, friendship, anything again. Or reintroducing that in my life. Like, I have no desire. I don't, I don't put any expectations on my friends. I don't like expect anything out of them. I don't expect them to call me X amount of times every X amount of weeks. I don't expect them to see me. I don't expect them to even wish me a happy birthday or anything. I have zero expectations of my friends. I feel like life is hard enough. You know, I don't need to put expectations on you. Like, people, you know, whether you're a father, a mother, you have children, a family, a husband, a wife. Like, we have, you know, jobs. Like, life is so hard as it is. Like, the only thing I want from my friends is for them to be kind and, you know, want the best for me. That's what I would hope my friends are, that they want the best for me, because that's what I want from my friends. I want them to be happy, feel satisfied, you know, in their work and their personal life, psychologically. Like, that's what I want back. Like, I don't know. You know, and if we do get together, whether it's 6 months, every 6 months, every year, every 2 years, whatever, you know, we pick it right back up. And it's like I saw you yesterday, because I get it. You're busy, I'm busy. You know, I don't even care if it's that you're selfish with your time. Like, it's your time, right? It's your life, it's your time. I mean, time is ticking on for all of us. You know, spend it the way you want. Because once it's gone, it's gone. I'm not putting, you know, added stress to your life. That's not what, sorry, that's not what friends do. That's not what a friendship is. I feel like this is the worst time to try something new because it's her earring and you really kind of want it to be straight, right? But I don't think it looks too bad. So I do use the gray tray if there's only a few. And what I have been doing is, what I found the easiest for me is I like to do the dark colors first. And then I start looking at the canvas in sections from the dark colors. And I've been missing, not all the time, like I still have to go back into colors sometimes, but I have been doing less missed colors where, you know, I put a color away and I'm like, oh, there's a symbol. I have been doing less of that since I've been looking at it in sections. So does anybody have any Easter plans? Currently, we have 0 Easter plans. I keep forgetting Easter is on Sunday. I'm usually like that with holidays. I'm not the biggest holiday person. I don't know. I'm not the biggest holiday or birthday person. Like, I will forget it's my birthday until sometimes I write the date down and I'm like, oh my God, it's my birthday. Like, or like I write the date down and I'm like, oh, tomorrow's my birthday. Like, I'm just not a big holiday person, and I'm definitely not a Hallmark holiday person. Although I did say that I was going to start being because I want the gifts. I want diamond paintings for gifts. But yeah, I'm half teasing and half not teasing. I kind of really do want the gifts, but I'm still not a holiday person. I just want to, you know, and for my whole life, like I never tried to cash in on holidays, but now I have a reason to want to. But I used to, you know, my kids are in their 20s. And so obviously I'm not making Easter baskets anymore. I stopped making Easter baskets a few years ago. And what I started doing was I started to buy Easter gifts. Like I would buy a gift for everybody. I haven't even done that this year. I don't know. I can't even remember it's coming up. I don't even think my family is doing anything for Easter this year. You know, my brother and his wife just had a baby, and you know, with COVID, and I know it's not as prominent, but they just, you know, it's a brand new baby, and probably not the best idea to have like a whole house full of people. There are some people that are starting to get COVID again. And my daughter has to work. So my son might, I recommended to my son to go to his girlfriend's family's thing, you know, because it's nice to spend time and get to know the parents more and stuff like that. So I don't think we're going to be doing anything really, which is completely fine by me. And I forgot to see, I always forget something. I don't know why. But did you see I made it over 100 subscribers? I'm like, even my kids said that's good. You know, when you're impressing your kids, you're doing good. I was super happy. Like, I don't know, 100 prescribers. Okay, that's the nurse in me. 100 subscribers? Like, hello. Hi, people. I guess you like my talks. Do you want me to go deeper? No, I can't go deeper. I can't think that hard. I am so about simplifying your life. Like, I live in a retirement community. My husband and I, we downsized, and you know, we were down to one kid, and we were paying really high taxes for like a really good school district. So as soon as my daughter graduated high school and we didn't need the school system anymore, we put the house up for sale and we moved to a retirement community that had smaller houses, much more manageable, you know, less taxes. I mean, we literally cut our mortgage in half. And we love it. I love it here. It's quiet. When I tell people I live here, they're like, you know, do you like it? Yeah, I do. I love it. You know, I don't know about you, but it's not like I was having block parties with my neighbors. I didn't even know my neighbors. I lived there for I don't know how many years. And I hardly even knew any of my neighbors. We would, you know, wave to each other, you know, getting in and out of the car, and that's about it. Like, here, like, it really is so nice. And, you know, the upkeep of the house is so much easier. I can literally clean this house in a few hours. It's, I love ranchers, which I don't know if that's what they call them in every state, but, or if you're out of the U.S., a rancher is a single-story house, so there's no stairs. You know, I've always loved ranchers growing up, and it's so easy. The laundry is like right there. I wash and fold the clothes, and then right into my drawers. There's no climbing with the laundry up and down steps. Like, I love it here. And our whole plan was, you know, we were going to sell the house because we don't, like, what's the point of paying that kind of taxes for a school system if we don't have kids going to school there? And we wanted to be able to live off of one income. And thank God we did that. Because then my husband owned a business, and he had to shut it down when COVID hit. And we were living off of one income. You know, I mean, we would have been in a lot of trouble or just very stressed out had we not made those moves. So I'm like so about simplifying your life and just, you know, not making things so complicated. Like, I don't know. No, but it's funny. Like, we don't need much. Bob and I are very simple. So, like, we always say, like, we could live in an RV and we would be 100% totally fine. Now that I have diamond painting, though, I don't know. I want a craft room, but we only have 2 bedrooms, and, you know, it's me and Bob and my daughter. So we have a sunroom, and I told Bob I want to have a contractor come out to figure out what it would cost to make it a 4-season room, basically another functional room with air conditioner and heat, because I can't store the canvases out there in the summertime because it is super crazy hot, and I can't store the canvases out there in the wintertime because it's freezing, like literally, like if we kept bottled water out there, it would freeze. So I'd like to get air conditioning and heat out there, and put a couple desks and a couch and a TV. So we're going to have someone come out and try to help us figure that out. Because right now we're in the kitchen, and we have a TV on the wall in the kitchen, which is where I watch my YouTubes, and all of you beautiful creators, and watch my YouTube, which is why I can't comment as much as I'd like to, because you can't comment on the TV. So if I can catch it in time, I'll pull it up on the history on my phone on YouTube and put a comment in. So I've been doing a lot more. I finally figured out how to like a video on the TV, but yeah. I've been taking my time with this because I'm really enjoying it, but I also really want to finish it because I am so excited about what I'm doing next. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's more. There's more of this one. That's okay. Okay, so how am I liking these micro dots? Now that I switched wax into the single placer, so I can straighten it, and I've gotten, sorry for hitting you, used to the multi-placer, I'm liking it. So what I'll really know is, I'll really know when I see how long it lasts or doesn't last. So if it lasts as long as everyone says, then I am going to be absolutely thrilled. And I don't mind changing that out. There's a little gnat in here. As much as I do changing this out all the time. So, okay, what color now? I think we'll go F. So I haven't been so good with not buying any more canvases. I haven't really wanted any of the recent Diamond Art Club releases, except for the only one that I would have wanted was Family Circus. I like the women, the two women, the Perfectly Broken, I think, and the 9 Lives. I liked both of those, but I like more color. Right now, I just, I haven't gotten anything that's like on that kind of grayscale type look yet. And so I like Medusa, like they're all kind of like that. I haven't gotten anything like that yet. I saw the unboxing of the Perfectly Unbroken, and that was just too much, I think, white for me. So yeah, I haven't really seen anything that, like, so that has helped me not spend any money. And, because Diamond Art Club was getting all my money there for a minute. Really, I want to try to get something from DIY Moon Shop. There's a couple canvases that I have my eye on that I'm thinking about getting. But I just, now that I see how long these big canvases are taking, I like to look every day. I'll admit, I look every day. You know, I look at all the shops every day. But now that I see how long, you know, I've been not as quick to pull the trigger. And, you know, Uniquely Yours Down Under. Oh, they have a canvas for Bob. I found a picture and I sent it to him, and yeah, he wants it. So when we do order his, I'm definitely ordering Aquarius by Josephine Wall, because I don't know if you guys know, you know, that I'm sure most of you know that you can get the zodiac signs at Uniquely Yours Down Under now for the Josephine Walls. And I'm kicking myself, because for the longest time I was going back and forth and back and forth. Do I want to get everybody's or just mine and Kaylee's, my daughter? And then I was like, I'm just going to get ours, because my daughter wanted hers. She liked it. Hers is Leo, and I was able, you know, I was blessed to get that. And I had the Scorpio. So then when I finally did decide that I wanted to get all of them, Aquarius was out, but I didn't realize that it was out for good. I just thought it was out, and I actually hit the notify me when it returns, and I ordered the Virgo, which is my husband. And then it was removed from the site, the Aquarius. And I was like, wait a minute, why did they remove it? So then I reached out and was like, is it coming back? Because I requested a notification for when it returns, and they're like, no, it's done. So honestly, that's my fault, because I was on the fence, and it was available for a long time before I finally decided that I wanted to do all of ours. And, you know how it is being a mom. It's like you never want anyone left out. And I told my son, and he's like, Mom, I don't even believe in that. I don't even care about zodiacs. Like, don't even worry about it. And I'm like, but no, I have everybody else's and I don't have yours. Like, it's, you know, it's all, now it has nothing to do with him at this point, because he doesn't care. It's just like, you're left out. So now I need his. And now I kind of feel bad that his is going to be somebody different. But then I'm like, oh, well, it makes it more special. Like, I don't know. You know how we moms do. It's like, in our mind, like, our kid can't be left out, even though they're like, yeah, no, I'm not being left out. I don't care. So I am definitely going to get Aquarius from Uniquely Yours Down Under. And then I'm really curious just to see what the difference is in the rendering styles and the colors, you know. I know that I've been watching a lot of unboxings of Uniquely Yours Down Under, and, you know, I know if anyone's researched them that they probably have seen the same. There's a lot of mixed reviews, but I haven't seen as many completion reviews as I have just seen unboxings, you know. And in the unboxings, a lot of times they're like, there's a question of whether or not the canvas is darker. So I'm really curious, would love to see, like, when these canvases are done, how dark the rendering really was versus how dark it really came out, you know. So, but it doesn't matter. I still plan on getting Aquarius because, like I said, my son cannot be left out. So we shall find out on our own either way. So I am, oh man, I keep doing that. I'm so sorry. So we are 2 weeks into the hashtag Fly Free DP along. And I'm halfway done Lady Butterfly. And next month I am planning on doing the Run Free DP along. Is anybody else planning to do an event next month in May? If you are, what are you planning on doing? If you want to leave in the comments below, maybe it's an event I haven't even heard of yet. I don't know. And then I just saw on Instagram someone's doing a mystery, Miss as in M-I-S-S, because her name is Miss something. So I thought that was such a cute spin. Mystery canvas event in June, which I think sounds super fun. I'm already planning. I think I was already planning on doing something in June. I think maybe it's the princess one. But there's a question about that, because I wanted to do Where the Fun Never Ends because of Princess Bubblegum, or the Bubblegum Princess. But I don't know if it's just Disney princesses. So if it's just Disney princesses, then I can't do that one. But I would like to do that one because that one is for my son. That's one of his favorite cartoons. And he actually said he would totally take that diamond painting if I did it for him. So that's all I needed to hear. Apple Pay, boom, done. Take my money. And yeah, so now I have that one. But I have to find out. I have to verify. I think Emeralds and Fairy Lights is doing that event. So I'll have to verify with her if it's any princess and Princess Bubblegum counts, or if it's just like Disney princesses. Which I have to tell you, it's a little frustrating that, you know, I see all these canvases, these diamond painting canvases that aren't copyrighted, and they are like such awesome pictures. And I really want a Beauty and the Beast for my baby niece, my new niece that was just born. And but I can't find one that I like that's, you know, licensed. Like, I don't just want a rose in a glass cage. I want Belle and the Beast. But I can't find one of them together that I like, except for like on AliExpress. Are those like copyright infringed? I don't, like, I see on Instagram all these people doing them, and I'm like, that's gorgeous. I want that one. And it's frustrating that I can't, you know, do those. I don't know. And I can't find a company. I don't know. Are there certain Disney ones that are like not a copyright issue, or is that not the case? I wish that, you know, they would just, like, one of the companies would do like Belle and the Beast dancing. Like, why can't they, why do they have to do like always something non-traditional, like Belle in a stained glass window and the Beast in a stained glass window, like, or the rose in a glass. Like, why can't they do one of the traditional where Belle's dancing and being twirled and Miss Teapot's there? And okay, I'm having a little hissy fit, sorry. But there's so many. And then, you know what, another one I would really like to see? The Wizard of Oz. How cool would that be? I saw one where the evil witch was flying through the air on a broom, and like Dorothy and the Tin Man and the lion and Scarecrow were walking down the Yellow Brick Road in the background. Oh, it was so pretty. That'd be so cool. I'd be all over that. If any of you diamond painting influencers that, you know, have the company's ear, happen to stumble onto this and take the time to listen to me blab on, want to put a bug in someone's ear about, you know, doing some of these, I'd appreciate it so much. I mean, what do you guys think? Would you guys be all about that? Like, I don't know. All right, I think I'm done. I gotta go get my sippy cup because I'm crying like a bitch. I'm sorry. Sorry for my French. All right. Yeah, I'm done. I think I covered all my bases. So, you guys are now no longer beautiful people, although you are very beautiful. You are now happy, shiny people. Thank you very much. And yeah, don't forget, Target toasted coconut coffee is thebomb.com. And yeah, these are I'm really enjoying the clicking sound. I don't know, I might try putting just one glue dot in the single placer, and I'll update you guys next time. As you can see, I was using my Crafting Creations by Ellie trays, and look how pretty that is, the pink and the green. And I've been enjoying it. I am on the search for a different design just because I'm trying to like get rid of that step. And yeah, get rid of those toxic people. Like, we don't need any more dead weight. No. Life is hard enough, right? And I think that's all I have for you. So if you like this video, if you wouldn't mind giving it a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more from me, you want to keep it deep and not go in the shallow end. Like, no, we're not doing light. It's all fat, heavy cream in here. We are going heavy and deep. Then hit that subscribe. You can hit that bell, because I am very inconsistent as far as when I post my videos, and I'm sorry about that. I don't even have a set work schedule, so I can't promise you guys certain things. I'm sorry, but you know, I am trying to post more, and yeah, I'm just loving it. I'm having so much fun. I am just enjoying this, and I always wonder, like, someone in my real life who doesn't diamond paint or get any of this and like the whipping chats and the talking and stuff, they're probably like, she is 100% bonkers. But you people get me. I know that there's at least 107 people out there that get me, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and a wonderful Easter, especially if I don't get back on here again. I'm hoping to get back on here before just to do the post review for this. But let me tell you, oh, I just realized that was the, oh my God. I just realized that was the Scorpio symbol. I looked down, I was like, oh, it's so funny. You know, when you're like in it and you're just looking at the symbols and you're not looking at what you're actually creating. How cool. I love it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm really going to let you go now. You guys have a wonderful Easter, a wonderful weekend. And yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Keep diamond painting.